For you and I can fly away, straight to the sky. Just you and I, girl, I know they lie. Can't you see? You won't take from my boy, but you know you're my heart and my sweetie, my sweetie. Is this love? I don't know, but I know what I'm feeling. Like God be my witness, you're my princess. The girl I want marry, the girl I want marry, she's the girl I want marry. Let it be before I hit you with a Congo cross and leave you laying on the ground. Let it be. Suit and tie, nigga, but I'm in the hood still. Me like so interesting, I'm shopping a book deal. Flow they go in and out, all about to come together at the end. Let's do what I'm fulfilled. Ladies, shake your body, haters. I know that you don't blind, but I guess rope time is up. After school activity, enrichment.
They have no children, no child life.
Yeah, there's no,
Working your muscles.
Child life is work.
Strengthen your brain, your bones.
They stop suffering even when they stop.
Malnourished. So the brain and the bones don't develop.
It took a while to come to the determination that to be African, you don't have to, I didn't have to put on a certain dress or do my hair a certain way or speak a certain language or dance a certain type of dance to be African. There's this whole vibe that can get you caught up in the culture of being African. Like you have to prove it to yourself, you have to show it to the world that you're African by taking all these things from outside and putting it on yourself. And that's pretty, for people who aren't settled in the fact that they're African just by very nature of being African, it is comforting. But like I said, it took me a while to really come to that understanding that I didn't have to do all those things to be an African because I already am. And for a lot of Africans that are born in diaspora, there are a lot of things that really tell us that we're not African because we speak a certain language or we don't dress a certain way and we don't dance and we don't do these certain things like continental Africans. And that's another way to divide and conquer and really put ourselves in a way that we are not the same people. In that vein, I had a chance to go to Africa. I went to Sierra Leone on January 21st. And I went not as a tourist, I went as a member of the All African People's Development and Empowerment Project, AFDEP, to do projects. I have never felt more African, because I did the hair thing, I did the clothes thing, I did the things that you try to learn an African language and all these things. I did all of that, but I've never in my life felt more like myself, like an African, than when I actually work with other Africans to solve a problem that we all have to deal with. That doing projects that really solve the contradictions that we face, and working across waters and collaborating and doing all these things is what really solidifies myself as a woman, as an African woman, as a person who needs to be doing these work, because we all are affected in different types of ways by these things. So anyway, I went to Sierra Leone as a member of this organization because we have projects that are on the ground, started by APDEP members who are from Sierra Leone, and what I saw really blew my mind. What I saw was African people, really caring about their community, really wanting to solve these problems that affect them, because they understand that the government's not going to do it, the NGOs aren't going to do it, the mining companies aren't going to do it, that we have to make programs that are dual and contending to the power structure that exists in order to make sure that we can live a decent life. Even in that vein, we infuse political education, and they grasp political education because there's such a rife environment there where you're living in abject poverty when all these mineral wealths are coming out from the ground that you live on, and nothing is coming back into the country to make it better. So I'm going to show you some video clips that I was able to take, because I went there as a part of the organization. My primary responsibility was to make video, to take video and take pictures of the trip. To see some of the pictures of the trip, I need you guys to go to uhurunews.com to see a lot more of the pictures that we're taking of the particular projects, and you can see exactly what I saw, but it's nothing like going there and seeing them yourself. I'm going to show you the video of the projects are also going to be coming out later, because I have to edit those hours and hours of footage. So you're not going to see that on this channel. You're going to see that on APDEP Uhuru, and maybe the next coming months when I get it to the way that I like it, so it looks nice. But what you're going to see in this video is just clips of just the view with what Sierra Leone looks like from inside of a car as I drove by, because that wasn't my primary responsibility to get video for myself, but I was doing it for the organization. And I don't want anybody to romanticize Sierra Leone at all whatsoever. When I landed in that plane, it wasn't some spiritual experience. It wasn't something where I was taking the earth and rubbing it on my face. It was like I was home. I felt comfortable. There wasn't nothing that I needed to do. I was just there, and I was I was there to do work. And that really is like, let's get to what we need to come here to do. Let's make it happen. So I don't want anybody to romanticize Sierra Leone. It's a hard life. It's hard to be there. It's hard to know that your people are living day to day in a hard way because of the resources aren't there with them. But being a part of organization, being a part of solving these problems is what allows one to move through the city and know that we have a knowledge, we have a power, we need to share it, we need to be able to empower the people to solve these issues. So anyway, I'm going to show you some video, and I hope you enjoy it. But like I said, check out the full pictures of the projects and things like that. You need to go to uhurunews.com, UHURU news.com to check that out. And I will talk to you guys later. This is a finished black board thingy. Can't let you see that number. It's personal. Anywho, so